October is ADHD Awareness Month and the perfect time to dig a little deeper into this diagnosis, especially when it comes to the positive qualities of someone with ADHD. Dr. Hallowell and Nancy Armstrong are here tonight to help us find the upside. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, let's start with you, Dr. Hallowell. What's the prevalence of ADHD in children and adults in America right now?
Well, it's much more than most people think. The official number is around 5%. But the true number is higher than that because the official diagnostic criteria leave out all the people who are doing well. And that's a whole lot of people. So all the kids in school and all the adults who are titans of industry or successful beyond their wildest dreams, they get left out. They couldn't have a disorder if you're doing that well. But they do have the condition. And I can tell you, I did great in school and I do have the condition. Just ask my wife. So the true prevalence, I think, is more like 30% or more. But the official number that you'll see is about 5%. In any case, it's very common. And the trick is to learn how to turn it from a disorder into an asset.
So how has understanding ADHD changed over the years?
Well, we used to be stuck with what I call the moral model. So 500 years ago, ADHD existed, but it was called bad, or stupid, or lazy, or incorrigible, or possessed by the devil even. Fortunately, now, 500 years later, we call it a brain condition, and we're still off the mark of calling it a disorder. I think it's a trait, but we're localizing the issue in the brain, not in the soul or in the willpower. That's a big advance.
Absolutely. I know today we're trying to talk about the positive elements, and a lot of those are creative and hyper-focused capabilities. How can that be a plus for someone with ADHD?
Well, if you're creative, how can it not be a plus? If you can come up with things that other people can't come up with, that's a gift. You can't teach it or buy it. Same thing with curiosity, which is part of this condition. You can't buy or teach that. We need these folks who are the most curious, the most creative. And so what if they are a little disorganized? We can help them with that. Between coaching and reminder systems and sometimes medication, we can help them with the downside. But the upside, you can't suddenly acquire that. You can't take a course in curiosity, for example.
Absolutely. So Nancy, you're the executive producer of The Disruptors, which is the first comprehensive documentary on ADHD. Tell me about why this was your mission to create this documentary.
Well, I raised 3 children with ADHD, and I figured out pretty quickly that this is a deeply misunderstood diagnosis. So I wanted to create a film and a campaign that would cut through that confusion, and the misinformation and the pervasive stereotypes and myths around ADHD by democratizing the best information from the top experts in the field. We want parents and children to be liberated to understand that they're not alone and that there is an upside to ADHD. So this is fundamentally reframing what we understand about ADHD from a deficit disorder model, which is just wrong, to more of a brain type or a trait that has challenges that need to be managed, but also comes with some pretty significant and impressive strengths.
Absolutely. So what advice do you want to give parents and educators to help them recognize, all of these positive things with the kids in their life with ADHD?
Well, if your child is exhibiting signs of disorganization or having trouble with focus or behavioral and emotional impulsivity or anxiety, it's probably time to get an evaluation and, if necessary, a treatment plan. But it's so important for teachers and students to have a connection. Children with ADHD need positive connections. So getting your teachers on board, getting a 504 plan, which is an individualized learning plan that they're legally entitled to, and then getting tutors and coaches to help with things like organization and routines. But for parents, stay engaged. Your children will need you throughout their schooling, particularly in middle school when it gets really challenging.
Absolutely. Okay, where can we see your documentary?
You can see the documentary. We're offering complimentary access to the Disruptors film now through October 6th at upsideofadhd.org.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much for sharing all of this with us today.
Thanks so much for having us.
We'll be right back with more Good Day Stateline.